How's it going, everyone? Welcome to 4MR Ranch. Today I'm going to start a little short series for you guys, and that's going to be a comparison of the 9mm against the 45 ACP. Personally, I like both calibers. However, I hear all the time people talking about how the 45 ACP is so much better than the 9mm. So I figured what better way to find out than to put it to the test. So today, the thing we're going to start with first is a penetration test. We're going to see how the 9mm and 45 do against hard targets such as cinder blocks, as well as a bunch of gallon jugs of water for a softer target. Stay tuned, guys. Representing the 9mm will be the Beretta 92FS, and representing the 45 will be the Colt 1911. And the reason I've selected these two as the firearms to be representing the calibers is that they both have a 5-inch barrel, and I'm doing that on purpose to where it's as accurate as possible when comparing these head to head. So for those of you that do not know, this is the 9mm round. It's a 115 grain projectile. It moves at almost 1200 feet per second. And this is the 45 ACP. It is 230 grains, but it only moves at 900 feet per second. So when compared, hopefully you can see that, the 45 is a lot thicker than the 9mm will be. However, the 9mm goes faster, and like I've told you in previous videos, speed is what gives you penetration, whereas the 45 I would expect to just expel the energy when it hits a target faster rather than traveling through. But let's go ahead and find out, guys. First up, the 9mm against the cinder blocks. Alright guys, so taking a look at the shot with the 9mm, hit right here, I would say about 1/2 an inch to 3/4 of an inch of a crater that it made. However, I'm going to take another shot because it hit right here where the center beam is, and I want to try to hit up here for you guys to really test the penetration and see if it's stopping because we're hitting solid cinder block or what's going on. So I'm going to fire another shot for you guys. Okay, so shot number 2, much better, exactly what I wanted for you guys. Entrance right here, swinging around, looking at the exit. A lot of the cinder block is flaking off. It is actually not, broken or separated. And here we have the very hot 9mm projectile that is left over. So kind of mushroomed out, you can see the back of it. And just a bunch of hot lead right now. So I'll keep this to the side and we'll compare it to the 45. But so one layer of the cinder block is what the 9mm made it through, and doesn't look like any significant damage to the other side of the wall. Just kind of crumpled and caught right there. Next up will be the 45 against the cinder blocks. Alright, so looking at the 45, hit it right where we wanted to. Clean entrance and exit. Looks like the crater is a little bit bigger than the 9mm, and once again, stopped after the first wall. Let's go ahead and see if I can recover the bullet for you. There it is. Big old 45 slug that is also super hot. So, comparing the 45 to the 9mm, 45 actually appears to have stayed together a little bit better. So now comparing the two, we got the 45 on the left and the 9mm on the right. Comparing the back sides, there's the 45 crater compared to the 9mm crater, and they are also extremely similar. So the whole point of this has been to show that the 9mm is actually pretty comparable to the 45, and so far that's proving to be true. With our experiment, we have penetrated one layer with 9mm and one layer with the 45. So let's go ahead and move it to water and see how those differ.